The man wakes up from sleep to find his $3 million yacht steadily filling with seawater. He's completely confused, quickly crawls out of the cabin to check the situation, but as soon as he pokes his head out, has absolutely stunned a shipping container, is floating across the sea, and has crashed right into his yacht. Seeing that the boat is already tilting, the man quickly lowers the canvasto, slow down the yacht's speed, preventing more water from entering the cabin. Then he pulls out a metal rodent, wedges it into the gap between the container and hull trying to pry the container loose, but after struggling for a long time, the rod bends completely, while the container remains stuck in the hull. Realizing this approach won't work, he starts thinking of other solutions. That's when he suddenly notices a hole in the corner of the container, so he hurries back into the cabin and takes something out from a cabinet, threads one end of a rope through the hole and ties a knot, then fastens the other end to a metal clasp after making sure everything is secure. He throws the object into the sea under the pulling pressure. The container begins to move. The man quickly turns the rudder in the opposite direction, and finally, with great relief manages to dislodge the container from the hull. But because the hole in the boat is so large, seawater keeps rushing into the cabin as the water rises past his thighs. The man activates the water pump for drainage. However, the motor only moves briefly before going completely silent. With no other choice, he risks raising the sail, turns the bow in the direction of the wind, exposing the damaged side above the waterline. As seawater stops flooding in and the container drifts far away, man finally breathes a sigh of relief. After some basic reorganizing, he disassembles all electronic devices and lays them out on the deck. To dry, then opens a bottle of glue mixes the adhesive thoroughly, applies it around the edges of the hole in the hull and completely seals the opening. After pressing firmly, ensuring no more water will enter, the man picks up a wooden stick, whittles one end to make it thinner, and inserts it into the water pump for manual drainage. After working all day, the man is completely exhausted, but for survival, he doesn't dare to rest. He removes batteries from under the deck, connects them to the dried-out radio, hoping to call for help. But no matter how he turns the knob, the radio only produces static and can't transmit.